there in Chicago with Secret Service survival training.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Friends here. Y'all, this is
Because you have to understand that self-defense is a serious business. We do carry forces, advanced forces. Make a difference.
one of the tactics that would increase or decrease
In the two-way community. If you
All right, y'all introduce yourself.
Let's just kick. Give them 100.
Johnny A.
You already know what it is.
I saw that, and I've done my share. I'm about to put yours up here too. Wow, look at this. My comment is,
I want.
hey, you'll be back. Hey.
But no, so Marquise Moreno, PC.
What up, y'all? What's going on? This is Instructor Mike, and you're watching Trigger with Instructor Mike and friends. What's going on? What's going on? John on deck.
What's going on?
What's going on, sir? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Jesse? What's going on? Those of you all who are coming in by YouTube and all that great stuff, come on in. Like, comment, share. What's going on? What's going on? Little scratchy voice. What's going on, Wendy? John, what's up, man?
Running around like a man, brother.
Kind of figured. What's going on, Christy? What's going on, Veronica? What's up? All right. I said we were going to talk about this collectively because I know I went live talking about it, and I said we're going to talk about it collectively. You said party voice? No party voice. You were going to talk about this collectively. The 3-year-old who shot the mom in Dalton. I got questions about that. I definitely got questions about that. I call BS. Yeah, I call BS. What are your thoughts about that shit?
I got red flags like no freaking tomorrow. Like literally, there's so many red flags there. It's just not even funny.
Yeah, I call red flags on that. I just
the dad, you know what I mean? The dad, how the little 3-year-old got the gun. I mean,
yeah,
there are so many red flags on that. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Angel baby mama. She said you said you thought the story was suspicious too. Yeah, some of you all said you called BS. Yeah, I don't think that this is those of you all who are watching sorry about that. Yeah, those of you all who are watching, go on ahead, like, comment, share, stuff like that. You said you hadn't heard about it, but how that's a lot of coordination and control for a 3-year-old. Yeah, I said the dad did it too. Let me go on ahead and share this, get this up here. If you want to go on ahead and do your intro, more than welcome, especially with your classes and stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah. So John with Guardian Concepts, we're based out of Bourbon, Illinois, about 45 minutes south of Chicago. We do the basic concealed carry class. Our next class is March 26th and 27th. After that, the following weekend, we got another class, April 2nd and 3rd. The 26th and 27th class, I only got 5 spots left. 2nd and 3rd is starting to fill up. And then April 9th and 10th, we have our Guardian Tactics Level 1 and 2. For those that don't know, that's really the stuff you need to know. The advanced classes that we teach, everything is drawing from concealment. So everything is drawing out of the holster.
Mm-hmm.
We work multiple target acquisitions. We work reloads, shooting on the move. When you get to level 2, you're using cover and concealment. Again, if you can get through level 1 and 2, it's going to give you more of a solid platform in regards to having better knowledge and better tactics out there when you're out there carrying. What's nice about our level 1 and 2, and I haven't really talked about this a lot. Anytime you come through a level 1 and 2, Whenever we have them scheduled, I allow 5 people to come back on those other classes free of charge.
Okay.
Because again, nobody, once I show you the tactics, what range is going to allow you to do them? No indoor range wants you to shoot on the move. No range, you know what I mean? Indoor range wants you to, you know what I mean, draw out of a holster.
Yeah.
Nor indoor range wants you to shoot at multiple targets. Nor do they want you to rapid fire. So again, where are you going to be able to practice those tactics that we give you if we don't give you a platform to practice them?
Right.
So if you want more information, go to our website, guardian-concepts.com. You can see our schedule. You can book classes on there. We do run a level 1 and 2 special where if you book both, and we usually run them the same day, it's normally $275. You can get them both for $200. So.
Yeah, you definitely can't. You can't beat that. Not even if you tried. You said you're headed to the web. There you go. Headed to the website. Yep. Good deal. You said that's heavy equipment for a 3-year-old. I agree. So let's go on ahead and put it up because I think the dad.
I didn't hear. Did we hear what type of gun it was?
No, that was never said. That was never said.
I didn't think so. I said I looked up a few times trying to figure out what type of gun it was.
Yeah.
I mean, again, just trying to figure it out, man. Just trying to figure it out. Make me understand.
Yeah, I'm not getting it either, but some people, I guess, I don't know, but we're never going to talk about that. So let's go on ahead and watch this, and it's not long. Here we go.
Saturday afternoon in this Food for Less parking lot in Dalton, when a family's life was changed in an instant. Police saying a 3-year-old boy got hold of a gun in the backseat of his parents' car and began playing with the weapon. It discharged, hitting his mother, 22-year-old Deja Bennett, in the neck. She died a short time later.
This could have been prevented.
Dalton trustee and crisis responder Andrew Holmes stood outside the supermarket today handing out gun locks, 400 in all, speaking to shoppers, families in particular, about the importance of gun safety.
It's very important. I feel that a lot of people, if you do have guns at home, put them up, lock them up. Because if you have little children, it doesn't matter. They get into any and everything.
All it takes is a second, unlock it, thread it through the barrel, bring it back around, put it in, and lock it back. That's if you want to leave that gun inside that car. If you leave it secure.
The little boy's father, who was also present at the time of the shooting, is now in custody as police determine whether there are any charges to be filed against him.
Now, the question that, hey, Jacob here, good. The question that I have is, why you got the hat that says retired? Nice, you're going to rubbish it in. The question that I have is, just like you all put it up right now, what's going on, Taraya? Those of you who are watching, let's share the FB live, share the Facebook live. What's going on, Candy Cane Lane? The question that I have is, why does a 3-year-old even have access to the gun? That's definitely the case. You said that's the same guy who said he saw. All right, yeah, that's fine, Patel. You said 400 locks were just on hand today. I'm just looking at it like this. They still haven't said what type of gun it was, what the make and model was, what the caliber was, because I've got questions. Those of you all who watched on the Facebook Live, I went to Food for Less on 87th Street. I also went to Food for Less in Dalton. Neither one of those stores have it where you can't carry the firearm in the store. And so if you're carrying a firearm illegally, right, you're definitely not gonna leave that firearm in the car, because you don't care about laws, you care about your life, but if you're a legal concealed carrier, and the dad is facing a gun charge of unlawful use of a weapon, my guess is probably because he did not have an FOID card. But let's just say he did, right? If he had an FOID card, there's no sign on the door, or concealed carry license, right? There's no sign on the door that says that he can't carry. So let's just assume he had a FOID card, because that would be the reason why I would assume he did not carry that firearm in the car. At what point in time does a 3-year-old get inside of the car and get access to the gun that presumably, without any facts that we know of, right? Presumably the gun was underneath the seat of the car. I can't see it being in plain view. I can't see it being on the seats of the car. That would just be absolutely reckless, calling for your car to get broken into. So, how does a 3-year-old get access to the firearm and have the physical strength and dexterity to be able to play with the firearm, then shoot it where mom gets hit? What are you guys thinking?
I'll let Jacob chime in. I've already said enough at the moment.
Well, first off, I want to say, hey guys, it's
What's
been a while since I've been on the show. Hope you guys are doing all right. It's been a long couple months for me, but I've been busy last 2 weeks. I've taught like 18 people in the last 10 days or so. So it's been a good time. Having a good time down here. Been busy, but it's just new to me. I haven't been keeping up with the news. And you're telling me a 3-year-old gained access to a firearm and was strong enough to fire it? 3 years old? I don't know a 3-year-old. It must not have been a double action revolver. I don't think it would have been a revolver, because I don't know a 3-year-old that can pull a 12 or 12 and a half pound trigger press. It might have been a semi-automatic striker fired, but with no safety. But even then, I mean, to me, that seems like a 1 in a million chance that something like that would even be possible.
And Mo Brennan said, Fox 32 said he was lawfully in ownership. However, I don't believe he, in terms of the baby, I'm assuming you mean, committed this crime. And the question that I have again is, depending upon the type of firearm, where is there any indicators that the baby was hurt? Because if you're talking about the recoil, that baby should have been smacked with that gun. That baby should have received some kind of injury from the use of that firearm. That baby,
and let alone the GSR.
I can't imagine a 3-year-old. Yeah, I can't imagine a 3-year-old kid being strong enough to be able to pull a trigger or anything.
I mean, that would have been the first thing I would have done. Would have been GSR.
Yeah. Frank Mack. Yeah, Frank Mack is asking, have we heard about Jussie Smollett being released?
Yes. He was afraid of being
already.
He's
already been released.
Today. He got released today because he was afraid of being gangbanged, and so his lawyers filed a petition, and now he gets to walk free. So he doesn't get gangbanged in prison. I said what I said. I don't care who it pisses off.
No.
So then, how come everybody else who gets sentenced to prison time can't use that same argument then? Just let them all go. Just let them all go.
Yeah, that's a great question.
It's unreal.
I look at it like this when it comes down to Jussie Smollett. When it comes down to Jussie Smollett, I can understand, and then we'll get back on topic with the 3-year-old boy, because I don't even want to make Jussie a highlight so much of this conversation. But I will say this, because we talked about Jussie Smollett before, and it wasn't all of us. It was just me doing, whatever, talking about it, because it had happened so many years ago. I will say this, that I've heard more than enough. I've watched the trial, not the trial, because you can't watch the trial, but I've watched the sentencing the day it occurred. And I think that the way that the judge sentenced him was classic. And I think it was because you think of this. We already have enough problems with race relations in this country. But and there are plenty of arguments that could be made that are good topics of discussion. But to fake racism is the one thing that I think, especially when it's not, just like the judge said, it's not the fact that you paid them to kick your ass. It's the fact that you lied to the police in talking about you paid them to kick your ass. You see what I'm saying? And so I see what you're saying, Taraya. But how is it you have all of this knowledge about racism in America and abroad and the fight for social justice, yet you think you're going to blame the powers that be? And you're not blaming the police per se, but when you're accusing white folks of racism, especially with regard to that attack, it's like a generalization quickly gets made. And so you really didn't think you were going to get away with that. Like, did you? You really thought that in Chicago, of all cities, you know, you thought you were going to get away with that kind of attack. And it's like, I've been a part of investigations and have seen investigations, and I'm sure you all have too, where the person who thought about doing this thing didn't think it all the way through. Like, they really didn't think it all the way through. You thought you were going to come to, and like, I watched the judge's rendition, not his rendition, but his breakdown of his reasoning for his sentencing prior to him sentencing. And he is absolutely correct. Like, for you to even say that two white guys came to that part of the city and said this is MAGA country with bleak,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
for that particular area where Boys Town is just a few miles north of there, like, for you to say that was totally stupid, and goes to show that you've lived in Chicago, but you haven't studied Chicago. You don't understand Chicago. And so that's typical of a shitty actor, to not study your lines, to not really understand the environment and the speak. Like Idris Elba starred in The Wire. He is a British actor who speaks the British dialect, but when he came to Baltimore, he had to master the language of that area because that's where The Wire was being filmed. You have other actors who go to areas and understand the terrain to be able to make something that's closely related. Like, this was just a shitty deal. And so to think that his sentence was harsh is purely irrational. Like, they had to spank him. They had to show him, like, yeah, we have our problems with race relations, but the last thing we're going to do is tolerate somebody faking the funk on that shit. That's the last thing that we're going to tolerate. And you're going to bring that trouble to our city. And right, we are in the wake of Laquan McDonald. We're in the wake of these riots and other social justice things that have happened. And then right in the middle of that shit, in the middle of a Trump presidency, you're going to do that shit. Oh, no, we got to hand you your ass. We got to make an example of you, and
Yep.
that's exactly what they did. And I think what they did was, was appropriate. It was, and then if you watch the whole sentencing hearing, like, his attorneys didn't make it better. Like, they literally brought out, the Hollywood elite that supports him. They brought them out to write letters that he has lost a lot of things and lost a lot of that. And then oh my God, they went with the whole, do you know what jail does to black men in America? And I'm like, what? Like, this is literally a situation you brought upon yourself, and you brought the attention to yourself. And people would make distinctions that, well, if it had been me, fool, I highly doubt that you might lie about Demetrius beating your ass. but you ain't gonna lie about 2 white guys beating your ass, because you know you're gonna have to come up with more stuff like that. Your story wouldn't even believable. You wouldn't even be able to walk into a police station and allege that shit, because who would take you seriously? Like, you can't even go into the police station and say your baby mama slapped the shit out of you and she actually did, and then they would believe you. They would just say, get your ass out of here and take care of this woman. You can't handle a woman. There's, you know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't be able to make this shit up. He was able to make it up because of his status. He knew what he was doing. And then the thing was, he didn't claim, you know, okay, I was wrong. You know, I was wrong in what I did, without even saying why. Like, just, I was wrong in what I did. And so him being out on appeal, yeah, that happens. But whatever. Jussie Smollett is Jussie Smollett. But I will say this, ending with this. I love the fact that regardless, his family is sticking by him. Some of us don't even have families like that. Like, for real. I love the fact that regardless, his family is advocating for him. Whether you agree with the arguments or not, that's one thing. But at least his family is sticking by him. And, you know, they probably told him, hey, Jussie, this is some bullshit, but I'm not going to let everybody know it's some bullshit. We are going to publicly stick together and deal with you in private. Like, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you guys got any thoughts, and we'll get back to the 3-year-old, because I don't want to dwell on Jussie.
No, we're good.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Yeah, you said 150 days. Guy in the hood would have did that shit with no problem. Like 150 days, bet it up. Got it. Bet it up. Let's go ahead and do this. You know, and then you get a day for day credit. So you're only doing 75, which is literally a month. No, 2 months and a half, 2.5 months. And then you claim your shit. So you're in PC, you know, or protective custody, whatever, solitary confinement, whatever you want to call it. You're literally by yourself. You're not worried about Gen Pop. You know, I'm not saying it's easy to do. I'm not saying it's hard to do, but come on, bro, you got status. So, you know, whatever. And by the time this appeal is over with, who knows if that sentence is going to run its course? Who knows? It's just a bunch of shit. So that's dead in the water. All right, let's move on. Back to the 3-year-old. I just don't see that 3-year-old shooting his mom. I would love to see, but you all understand the purpose of me saying that. I would like to see the trajectory of how the bullet did.
Oh yeah, I want to see where the kid was sitting, where was the trajectory of the bullet. I want to see GSR residue tests. You know what I mean? On the baby, on the dad, on the mom. You know what I mean? I want to know, was there stipplings on the wound? You know what I mean? How close was she? I mean, the whole kid caboodle. Where was the gun located at? You know what I mean? Where was it supposedly located at?
Right.
All of it. Again, there's too many red flags there.
Yeah.
I don't know that a 3-year-old kid is even physically capable of pulling the trigger, even on a semi-automatic, with no safeties, with no manual safeties.
Let alone getting his hand.
I mean, it's going to depend on the gun.
Just the grip. Just the grip alone is too big for a 3-year-old kid. So
it's going to depend on the gun. Because if you throw out like a little 25 automatic, like a little Beretta Tomcat, you know what I mean? That's small enough for. That's a 25.
3-year-old kid can barely grip a spoon or a cup.
The little 25
much less
Tomcat, the little 25 Tomcat is only about that big.
Right. Yeah. But still, it's a 3-year-old kid. Like, that makes me suspicious.
It depends on the family. I haven't even seen the kid yet. You know what I mean? There's little, you know what I mean, 3-year-olds, and then there's big 3-year-olds.
Right. I know, but still,
everyone grows differently.
True.
So that's why I said there's just not enough facts yet.
I still want to know what caliber and what make and model.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like I that's one of the things I'm saying. Like, I'm throwing out. It could have been a little Tomcat.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
We have to say
no one's saying nothing.
Right. We have to say we have to reserve judgment until more facts come out. It's too early. It's too early to make a judgment because we don't know enough about what happened.
Yeah, but even in that though, I know you all have trained kids. I've definitely trained my share of kids, and
not 3. Not 3.
Huh? You said what?
Not 3.
No,
not 3.
Like, if somebody said, "Can you teach my 3-year-old how to count? How to
right?
What are we trying to teach the kid?" Now, I don't see teaching this
ABCs.
kid.
Oh, my daughter was shooting at 4.
What I had to wait. At 4.
Huh?
What was your daughter shooting it for?
She was shooting her little cricket 22 rifle.
It's a rifle. You got 3 points of contact.
I agree, but if she was still shooting, you know what I mean?
That's not the same. That's not
it's
the same.
Shooting a pistol, but again, I'm still teaching her how to shoot. You know what I mean?
Nah, but you know that's not the same.
I'm teaching her how to shoot.
You know that's just not the same. You're talking about 3 points of contact, and then what position? Prone, kneeling, or standing?
Sitting on a bench.
Kneeling on the bench, elbows kind of laid out.
So now you got more points of contact.
Exactly.
So that don't count. That don't count. You know what I'm talking about? Like sitting in the car, you decided you got Elmo, Dora, pistol. Like,
no, we're not doing that. I'm talking about shooting a little quick cricket 22 rifle, just learning the basics. You know what I mean? Plinking.
Yeah.
The youngest kids I've ever shot pistol with were about 9 or 10 years old. That's about when they can have the grip and use the sights. Still resting on a bench, like sitting on a chair with the gun on the bench, you know, to prop it up. Right. Somewhere around 8, 9, 10 years old, a 22 caliber pistol. But 3, no, ain't no way. I'm curious to find out more. I want to find out more about that.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I don't see it either. I just don't. All right. So let's see. There was another situation that I know. Let me see. You said they should say he allegedly shot his mother. It's all the dad's word. Why not ask the kid what happened? He's 3, not a baby. My child could speak and tell things at 3. Renee, you do have a point, but I don't know. I've been in victim sensitive interviews with kids who've been traumatized, and they tend to act differently, especially after experiencing something like that. It usually takes a minute, and of course, this is dependent on the gun and the circumstance and what that kid has gone through, plus any other childhood traumas that kid might have experienced. Not saying they did, not saying they didn't. It's just a variety of factors.
This is going to be decided on forensics.
Yeah, because I went out there and looked at the cameras, and it's 6 cameras on the wall, and then I don't know if South Suburban Major Crimes was working this up. They might have been. I don't know, because that's what Dolton is a part of, South Suburban Major Crimes. But I would like to have seen, if that is the case, was there an argument? What preceded? What was the I don't want to say 24 hours, but 24 hours prior to, right? I don't think from an investigative standpoint, it should be, and of course, facts that we don't know, but I don't think from an investigative standpoint, we come in with a thing called confirmational bias, where you believe what you believe, and then you only look for the evidence that fits that theory, because you could be missing out on the fact that it could have been the dad. And it's like, now the kid is being blamed and calling it an accident, because it's easy to blame a kid who may not be able to explain what
how many times has that been done in life? I mean, look at gang violence with brothers and cousins, you know what I mean, and different shit like that.
Right.
You're going to go out and do this for us. We need this done. You're a juvenile, you know what I mean? You're not going to get charged as an adult, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's happened thousands of times.
Right.
So again, and a 3-year-old doesn't, I mean, they're just learning right from wrong. You know what I mean? They're just learning not to touch the stove, you know what I mean? Because it's hot.
Right.
I hope a 3-year-old baby didn't shoot his mama. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
Because think of what that baby's got to live with for the rest of their life, you know, knowing that or believing that.
That's true. That is true. Okay, so I was gonna kind of go through a few have to shoot, don't shoot. You know what? Let's talk about this too. Instructor development. That was one of the things that I was
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Sure.
Cold brew.
Those of you who have don't be coming back with some low umbrella, some old English 800. what are some concealed carry questions that you all may have? Those of you all who are watching those of you all who are watching this, what are some concealed carry questions that you all might have? This is kind of one of those free flowing shows where it may not last a whole 2 or 3 hours like sometimes we make the show last, but just wanted to have a show so that we can have something up here, context, to talk about. There was I will show this one. There was a situation where 7 people were shot in Chicago.
South Shore.
That up there, yeah, in the South
On
Shore.
South Shore.
Yeah, and so
Fighting for my
there
grandkids.
we go. And what if anything do you do during that situation if you are a lawful, concealed carrier? What can you
Run.
do? Yeah, I
Run.
mean,
You got this up twice, Mike, because there's an echo.
no, I don't actually. I only got it up once.
All right, just making
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Yep. Matter of fact, let me make sure. Nope. But I hear a dog. That's yours, buddy. Here we go.
That's
Hey, my
good.
dogs.
Fighting for my grandkids. I'm fighting for them. I'm fighting for my kids. And this is pitiful.
Barbara Thompson had been helping feed the homeless when she heard about a shooting near her home in the South Chicago area. Thompson would quickly learn that 7 people had been shot right outside of a strip mall.
I just pray to God that everybody survives today and put down the guns. Where's all these guns coming from? We got a war right here. We ain't got to go to where they having a war at. We having a war right here.
Chicago police said a mass shooting happened shortly after 3:30 Sunday afternoon near the intersection of 79th and Exchange. Superintendent David Brown said several people were standing in front of a restaurant when 2 cars pulled up.
There was someone who was in the car who we can see on video gets into some kind of discussion with the group, and then almost immediately shots are fired toward the group, and 7 people are wounded.
Chicago police say all of the victims were men and ranged in age from 31 to 63. Police say that all of the victims were initially listed in good condition, except for the 2 youngest, the 31-year-old and the 34-year-old, who were both taken to University of Chicago Hospital in critical condition.
Whether it was a targeted shooting or an altercation is unacceptable, and we're going to put all of our efforts forward to solve this shooting and bring those to justice that were involved.
So should people be standing around? And I hate to say it, but in our community, you all said the echo is terrible.
That's what I say. Whenever you play the video, there's an echo.
I don't hear it on this end. I don't know.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it on my end.
Yeah, Denard, I am doing that. Don't reach out. People reach out to me by email. I'm gonna tell you this. I am far less likely to answer my emails. I have so many of them from all over the place. And if it's not the first thing that pops up, you got a better chance of texting me. 773-372-3929. 773-372-3929. Just so busy. So many. Matter of fact, if you text me right now, Denard, it'll come up. Okay. I apologize about that. I probably do not. It's I'm bad at that. How many emails do y'all have? Is it a lot of emails? No, is this just me?
Oh fuck yeah! Oh no, I get a lot of fucking emails.
Yes. Oh my God.
I haven't checked my email since October, so I have no fucking idea. No clue.
There it is. That's what I said. So
Dude, I get 100 to 200 emails a day.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Companies, between both my companies and my personal stuff.
Yeah. Shit. I know. So here we go. Yep, you got it. Okay, I just want to make sure you got it. Yeah, I got the video you sent me, Christy. I just had so much going on in the office. I didn't even have a chance to check it. So I'll get a chance to look at it and then I'll get back to you. When you're in certain communities, and I will say this, and then we'll, final thoughts, and then and it's gonna be a short show tonight, guys. There are a lot of things to talk about, but I was busy, so I didn't put anything together. And then Marquise must be really, really busy in class. People got the link, but You said calling Mike is not. No, that's not true. Calling me is not like trying to get a hold of the president because I answer my phone. Yeah, yeah. So I definitely answer my phone during the daytime and even sometimes at night. But I just say that the best thing for people to do is when you know you are in high crime areas, it's a shame that you can't stand outside, but you really can't stand outside. Like you need to be moving, you need to get to your car, go where you're going. You know, if you're standing by or standing outside, make sure you're standing near cover, you know, because the way that video, there was a video that was shown, not in that one, but there was a video in another broadcast that was shown. The car just, it was two cars that just came right up and then they just started shooting. Like we could sit there and say situational awareness all day, but how can you be situationally aware for something you're not expecting to happen unless you expect it to happen and get off the X? You know, and especially and we all know the areas where, you know, especially if you live in Chicago, if you live on the South Side, you live on the, you know, on the West Side, stuff like that, or that was over East, you know,
I was
South.
to say, out the exchange, that's not far from you.
No, it's not far from me at all. No, that's not far from me at all. And yeah, just get off that X. Don't stand out there. You know, where they were, there literally was no cover. There was no cover. Like, where could you run to because you're going to get shot? You know, especially the way that they were traveling. Yeah. And you can't say, well, look out for the speeding car because on 79th Street, that's every car. So it's every car. You know, we gotta be more careful. We gotta be more careful. So final thoughts, guys, because like I said, this is just gonna be one of those short show nights. Next Wednesday, we'll have a more richer show.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Not to change the subject, but I saw your video when you were training the concealed carry class, I think this weekend. I just saw it today. I watched it today.
Yeah.
I love the way you teach. You and I teach so much the same, you know, it's unbelievable. And you asked for critique.
Yeah.
May I give you a critique?
Yeah.
Right now. You know how you were using the slide lock as a slide release?
Slide lock class.
And then you were doing a slingshot method.
Yeah.
Have you seen the over the top and push pull?
Yeah.
Where you hold a slide for your support hand on the top.
Yeah.
And you pull that back and you push the frame forward at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the technique that I use, that I try to train with.
I call it hand over stab out choke slap, where you're doing this hand over stab out choke slap.
Yes.
Yeah.
I call it push pull, pulling back and pushing forward at the same time.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. That's how I train it.
Dividing it. Yeah.
Dividing all that work, because you might lose, you know, your minor muscles in an adrenaline dump. You might not have those fine muscle details. So try to incorporate your chest, your arms, your shoulders, your back muscles all into that action, dividing it up 50-50 from left side to right side. But I love the way you train. I really do. Those guys are getting. Oh, and another thing is get them kids some freaking tables. It looks like they're all lined up in chairs, sitting in some folding chairs. Go buy some folding tables or something, man.
This is not like
you're trying to keep them awake. You want to keep them so uncomfortable that they stay awake. You're afraid like they're going to fall asleep if they get too comfortable. Get them boys some chairs and some tables.
That sounds very accurate. Oh, here go Love Destiny. She's like, we were uncomfortable. Hey, but the thing is, hold on. I can appreciate what you're saying. Thank you, Love Destiny. I love it when my former students come in here. But here's this. Okay, so I've had multiple addresses, and at the address on 455 West 79th, I had tables. At the address on 100th and Western, I've had tables. Coming back to, matter of fact, even at the one up north, 4030 West Irving Park, I had tables. This address, I don't have tables. because
Okay. I got it.
I've changed the structure. Hold on. He said it kept him awake though, for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
And it's
I
like,
bet it did.
I know my audience, and it's like if I give them tables, plus what I would have to do
Ability.
is during the time that I had those tables, when I wanted to break it down, yeah, we had chairs and tables. No, I don't need tables. I got plenty. All my tables that I had from the other places, I still have them. I have every last one of them. I have not gotten rid of them. But the thing is, where I teach classes, I rent that when I need it. If I don't need it,
Right.
I don't rent it. Okay.
Right.
And if
Right.
I
Right.
knew then what I know now, that would have been the first place. Where I'm at now would have been the first place I would have went to. It would have saved me even so much more money.
Yeah.
And we would have never had tables. No, matter of fact, no, we would have never had tables. You would have been using your smartphones, you'd have been using your laps, all kinds of, because that stuff is like I'm doing things to kind of keep them slightly uncomfortable, but then make them pay attention, certain
Right.
things like that. But that's just me. That's just me and my audience. Plus, the way that I teach them now in class is a lot different than the way that I used to teach class the first time. And so this is a great conversation, because I would tell you this, that before I used to spend a lot of time on tactics, and then we would go to the range the second day in the 2-day class. Now I get all the gun stuff out of the way in the first day because of the social climate that we are in, right? The social climate. Yeah, absolutely. It said it was great without tables and we had more interactive learning. Yeah, that's it. I appreciate that, Destiny. But the social climate that we are in now, it's more so where I needed to shift the focus on conflict resolution, introducing Maslow's hierarchy of needs, introducing a lot more stuff, because there's a lot of adults walking around with wounds they have not healed from. And then here we are putting the cherry on top, now putting a gun in their hand. So it's like there's a few things we have to address. And so I've changed the dynamics of how I teach. And so,
I
and then
respect that.
yeah, and then also with me teaching larger numbers, there's really no background check done on them. And we
Okay.
can sit there and say,
Right.
make them all come with the FOI card. That doesn't mean they're going to go through a background check. That FOI card
Right.
background check is bullshit. So, what I'm saying? There's a lot of
Yeah.
unhidden stuff that you could likely, or like a lot of hidden stuff that you could likely trigger. You see what I'm saying? And so with the stuff that we talk about in class that you could trigger, there's things I had to deal with. So I had to get rid of things that could be taught. So so that's how I changed that training and stuff like that. And ever since I made that adjustment, it's been overall still great. The quality of the training has not gone anywhere. It's just that, man, you gotta come down and see it. It's different in person. I got
See,
video.
that's
Go
what's
ahead.
great about each instructor. My student base may not be the same as your student base, may not
That's
be the
true.
same as John's student base.
Right.
Everybody has a different style of learning, but we
Right.
all have different styles of teaching too, And so if you can make it work, if you can improvise, adapt, and overcome and make that work for you, then that's all that matters, And I respect that. I really
Right.
do.
Because you said something that was very important. Those all three of us, including Marquise and the other guys and ladies that come on here, know that there is audio, video, or audio, visual, and kinetic ways of learning. But sometimes people forget that there are also learners who are analytical, learners who are practical learners, and then learners who are creative learners. And so you have to know your audience,
Yes.
and then know your program, because what may work for this group may not necessarily work for
Yes.
this particular group.
Yes.
You know, and you have
I
to
had,
be
here's a
Marquis.
perfect example of that. I had a full class. I had 8 students who were all Chinese American. They were all professors, tenured professors at the local university.
Yeah.
So they're, mechanical engineers, computer engineers, their style of learning was completely different than what some other people's style of learning might be. And I had to adapt to that with the language barrier, the culture barrier. They weren't familiar with the laws. They never shot a gun before in their life. They didn't grow up hunting and camping and doing things like I have done. They weren't in the military. They weren't in law enforcement. They literally wanted to learn how to shoot a gun for self-defense. First time ever. And I was like, thank you for my world. Thank you. What took you so long? I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
But it was a completely different, it was kind of a challenge, teaching those guys and ladies that class because of the cultural difference, the language difference, all that kind of stuff. And we had a good time. They did great. Everybody did phenomenal. But there were some guys who were reading my handouts, some guys who were taking notes in Chinese language. Some guys pulled their laptops out and they're typing up notes on a laptop. Everybody's different. But you hear it, you see it, you do it, and and you learn. Everybody can learn one way or another.
That's how
What's
that
up,
works.
Marquis?
What's up, man? I knew you was like in class or something. Marquis, can you hear?
Marquis.
For some reason, I could barely hear y'all.
Marquis.
Turn your volume up.
You gotta turn your volume up. Can you hear us?
Volume up.
What the hell?
If you got Boost Mobile, we get it. I understand. And he didn't even hear that. That's how I know he can't hear the shit. Because normally he would have fired back at that.
I think it's because I'm black.
Oh no, we've been through that already. Don't
No, I really can't hear shit. I swear to God.
Don't just at yourself. Look,
he on the flip phone.
Let me try something. I'm gonna reconnect back in.
Okay,
he got that Obama, Obama phone.
You got the Obama phone and shit. Can I interest you in a new phone? Would you like a new gift? No, I want that fucking shit. No. But you are absolutely correct when it comes down to the cultural. And I would have loved to be like a fly on the wall or been in that room, because I was just talking on Instagram, talking about instructor development, and for whomever, like I know Jacob, you're Guardian, USCCA, NRA, or Guardian, fuck, that's not your name. John, God damn it, I feel stupid. NRA, USCCA, or what was it, another law enforcement or something like that? You're an instructor.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Law enforcement, NRA.
Yeah. Okay, say less. Say less.
And then soon to be USCCA.
All right, fine. Okay, here we go. But law enforcement, you get it. So all of us have had the firearms instructor brand, thing before going with a brand, so to speak. So the one thing that I said that I love about having been a law enforcement or military instructor prior to going to a brand like the NRA or USCCA or whatever the case may have been or may be, is that when you get certified by these entities, you're not being taught how to teach their rhetoric. You're being taught the fundamentals, you're being tested on that, and you're being taught how to build curricula around requirements and the environment.
Yep.
And so you can go to any department and gel with what they have if it works, or build a better mousetrap.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so
I've done that over and over and over again in my lifetime.
Yep. Yes. And
rebuild. Start all over again, rebuild the whole thing. Yep.
Marquise, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. We were talking about your phone being the Obama phone. Somebody offered you a deal. And
wow.
traded your good phone in for your Jussie Smollett version. That's the Galaxy JS.
Hey, that's what I got.
Yes.
That's what I'm.
It's
That's
like
what I'm
literally,
on right now.
it's like literally sponsored by Clorox Color Safe Bleach. Hell, all right, man. All right.
In other words, the phone nor the colors run, huh?
Damn it. All right, here we go. But it's like, as an instructor, if you are not developing yourself to get to higher levels, are you failing your students?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think
Yes.
you're failing yourself.
It's like any
Because-
other relationship. It's like any other relationship. If you're not always constantly working to better yourself, what the hell are you doing for the other person? AKA
Yep.
the person in your life and your students.
Absolutely.
You know,
You're failing
because the thing
yourself.
is, what do you do when you plateau? You're gonna plateau, and so are your students.
Yeah.
So but the thing is this, and this is what I will always offer as advice. We always said, go to someone's training, because all of us don't do the same thing. We might do things similarly, but we all don't do the same thing.
We just talked about that, Marquise, right before you got on the show.
See,
We
that's
just
how great minds. Sometimes great minds think alike, but better minds think for themselves.
Yes, sir, brother.
But that's the concept: is that if you're not trying to better yourself, don't restrict your students. Make sure you let your students know, hey, you know, there's other instructors who do other things. I might not do it, but these people do it too.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
and I tell
you're right.
I tell every class, keep training. 16 hours is not enough. If you don't like me because I cuss too much, or I talk too much, or I smoke too much, or whatever, you don't like the way I train, I don't care. It's no skin off my nose. It's your life. You need to go train somebody. Find another trainer. If you don't like me, go somewhere else. I don't care. I'll even recommend other trainers for you if that's what you want. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because everybody's different. We can all teach the same thing, but maybe we do it differently. And maybe you like your style, but not my style. Okay, fine. Then go to him. I don't care. Good for you. I'm glad. Please go somewhere.
And the other aspect of it is too, is I mean, going even past, it's one of those where things change over time.
They sure do.
New things come out, new equipment comes out. You know what I mean? Again, different things happen. Different things change over time. And if you're basing all of your training off of something that was 15 years ago, guess what? You're ancient.
Hell, look at concealed carry. If you really want to go there, remember when everything had to be in a 7 ring?
I do.
You know,
and
everything like for the first 7 months, 8 months, everything had to be in a 7 ring. And then someone cried and said that was too hard.
And now state police said, as long as it hits the silhouette,
in the black.
Cool.
21 out of 30 in the black, no time limit.
Right. Yes. Or how about the fact that when concealed carry came into existence, stun guns and tasers weren't allowed to be carried via the Concealed Carry Act, and in 2019 that all changed.
Yep.
So for the record, let's repeat that again for people who didn't know that. In 2019, I want to say October, that all changed. So you're no longer restricted to your domicile and your vehicle with a stun gun or taser.
Right. All it takes is FOID part, I think.
That's the other thing.
Yep.
Here's
I
what
completely agree.
When I first started training soldiers in 1990, guns didn't have accessory rails. We didn't even have accessory rails. You know why? Because fucking lasers and lights didn't even exist back then. Red dots didn't even exist when I started first training. If you can't keep up with the times, you're gonna slowly, eventually become obsolete.
Yep.
You have to keep up. You have to keep up.
One of the things that pissed me off so greatly was all the bitching and complaining about the Marine Corps going to the ACOG and how the Marines need to train on iron sights. First of all, you change according to times.
Yep.
You train the way you fight. We preach that every day of the week, and it was a bunch of people who bitched and complained. Oh, well, they should be using iron sights because when their optics go down, they man, please. If you can look through the glass, you can still hit ass. That's how that
Right.
works. Okay.
Yep.
So
Because there's
it's
a better way.
And me, I was one of those people who I praised iron sights like you wouldn't believe. And what it took was for me to be a student in a course with lateral movement on one target. And I had ding, poof, 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 ding, poof, 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 ding. And I was like, what the hell? Lateral movement and iron sights? It is not work friendly if you're going fast.
Yep. It's hard. It's hard.
And
And
that's
they don't make CNI bullets.
yeah. And there's another thing that goes along with it too. I mean, again, everyone should have the understanding. If you don't, you're about to realize it. Shooting is a perishable skill.
Yeah.
Tactics and everything else, it's a perishable skill. So even as an instructor, if I'm not pushing myself, and now let's be honest, you know what I mean? Because again, self-accountability is a bitch. How hard can you really push yourself out on the range and actually push yourself? Or how realistic is it for someone else to push you?
Man, I wish I lived up closer to you guys. I wish all four of us could get together someday and go shoot at the range and hang out and learn from each other.
We got to make
I
a
saw
trip.
that class. I saw that class that you guys, John, I think you hosted a class.
Yeah,
when,
with Todd
where
Foster.
Mike and Marquise showed up, and I saw all the pictures. Man, that looked like an awesome class. I wish I didn't live 5 hours away or 6 hours away.
You got to come down to where you are, Jacob. We got to come down to where you are, man.
Like a lot of fun.
Yeah, you got to come down to where you are.
So, but yeah, like I said, as instructors, we need to continue to push ourselves. And if
Always.
you're not doing that, then guess what? All you're going to do is, you know what I mean, you're going to hinder the people, and it's going to come out in the end. Because
the master is always
they're going to find a real instructor that's going to blow all your training out the water.
The master is always a student. It's a lifelong learning process. That's all I can say about that.
When I was taking that, that class,
you guys think about this. Think of how much you guys know and how many classes you've taken and how much experience you have, and that's awesome. Wait about 20 years until you're my age, and then think of how many classes are you going to take in the next 20 years? How much are you going to learn? How much shit is going to change in the next 20 years? There's a lot of shit that's going to change 20 years. The laws, the guns, the tactics, the ammo, the optics. There's so many things that can change all the time. You can't be doing 20 years from now what you're doing now. You have to change.
And that's one thing I can say is that when I went down there to take the class with Todd, John, and then Marquise, when I was messing up, Marquise would not let me mess up.
And that's the thing is, again, it's one of those as ourselves.
I love it.
We cut ourselves slack. There are different points amongst ourselves.
He was like, "You know better. Go head up."
You know what I mean? We will cut ourselves slack. You know what I mean? But when you got someone else there holding you accountable, you know what I mean, and pointing out the fact that you're messing up, or you could have done this better, or you know what I mean, you did this great. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It's that other reassurance, you know what I mean, or that other accountability factor that, let's be honest, damn near everybody needs.
Yeah.
We have to hold ourselves to a higher standard. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever.
Teach at the higher standard.
We better be experts. We better be experts
in what we're teaching. Yesterday.
We have to be a higher standard than what we're teaching. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You have to be a professional. You got to be professional at what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Because literally your life depends on it and your students' lives depend on it. And that's the greatest responsibility that I could ever think of, is that my students' lives depend on what I'm teaching them. That could literally be the difference between their life or death, or them going to jail or not. That is a huge responsibility. And if you don't take that seriously, then go fucking find something else to do.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Boy, I get so many students who are like, well, I don't want to hold you up. Nah, hold me the hell up.
Exactly.
Because you might ask me the one question that I got to go research myself.
Yes.
You know, I don't pretend to know everything. I know a lot, but I don't pretend to know everything.
Right.
A lot of
That's the same
9/11.
thing. They'll say that's the same that I say in my classes because I tell them flat out, my classes are ever evolving. Again, different people's come in with different thought processes, different questions. I literally have a new question every class that wasn't asked by any of the previous class.
Yep.
And
Somebody asked
sometimes, you know what I
about
mean, based on that question, I may put in an extra slide based off of that question alone. So it's one of those things. This is an ever-evolving process as an instructor. I'm not going to sit there and say my curriculum is, you know what I mean, 100% solid because, again, it's ever-evolving. Does it cover everything that needs to be covered? Absolutely. Are you getting way more than the state requires? Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
but every class is
It's
different.
ever evolving. It doesn't change. Same thing with my advanced classes.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Never taught the same class
At
twice.
different points, you know
Every
what I mean,
single
I
class
learn-
is different.
Yeah, I mean, at different points, I learn a different drill or something else. You know what I mean? Let's say I worked with someone else, I trained with someone else, and they taught me a drill. Okay, hey, this drill, I found out it's effective. I'm gonna throw it in with my stuff too.
Yep.
And you know what though? And the other thing too that a lot of people don't realize I would say a lot of instructors don't realize when it comes to a drill, you can do one drill and add modifiers.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
you don't have to come out with a chart of drills. You can do one drill on a simple, one drill on a more basic, one drill on an advanced, and one drill that would drive a motherfucker, individual crazy. But it can just be one drill.
I did it today. I had one of my returning students come back today for some range time, and the only thing I changed was I added some snap caps to her magazine. Randomly, I loaded her magazines with snap caps, and we went through the same drill, and she freaked the fuck out when she didn't know what to do. When she come to that snap cap and didn't know how to clear that malfunction, that changed the whole thing right there. That became a whole new drill. Now let's work on clearing malfunctions. So that's
And
a good point.
and that's an instructor thing too, because you could tell Jacob from the old school because he just said the word malfunction for a stoppage. So it's just one of those things. We all talking the same language, but he's saying malfunction, I say stoppage. Because for me, when I teach malfunction usually involves an armorer, a gunsmith, or the manufacturer. A stoppage is something I can fix right then and there and keep myself in the play.
Yeah, see, we say malfunction. I say malfunctions.
Yeah.
Failure,
Multiple instructors say malfunction. You're not the only one.
failure to fire, failure to feed, failure to eject, failure to extract, stovepipes, whatever. Those are all malfunctions, and you got to know how to clear them. To me, I call those malfunctions. You young guys call them stoppages. Okay, that's true too.
Wow.
It's just a,
You say young guys, really?
You young guys call them stoppages. That's cool. You know,
So
whatever.
So that's Simollett behind my ears right now? Is that what that is?
Man, I didn't mean it. No disrespect, Marquise. No
It's all right,
disrespect.
bro. Listen, I was breastfed, so I'm okay with this. I mean,
I didn't mean it in a bad way. You know that.
I know, brother. I'm just giving you shit.
Stop being so sensitive. God damn, quit being.
Let me bring in the garbage cans and bring in my gear. I'll be on the laptop in a minute.
Okay.
All right.
I thought we were going to go. I thought this was going to be a short show.
Yeah, well, it will be. I did wanted to get his opinion about the 3-year-old, and then we're probably gonna kill it. Yeah. That's the feed, YouTube, not any one person, because YouTube can be rather sensitive. Good old YouTube. Good old YouTube. So what classes you got going down there, Jacob?
I've got concealed carry classes coming up. I've got a concealed carry renewals coming up. I've got basic handgun class coming up. I've got a basic shotgun class coming up. I've got a rifle class coming up. And then I think I'm going to finish sometime in, this is all between now and the end of April with another concealed carry class. I'm busy. Right now is our busy time.
Yeah.
Before we get, I've got a lot. I got a lot coming on. And I want to learn. I really wish I had somebody to teach me about red dots, because I got one of my students with a SIG 365 with a red dot, and he's about 35, and he's insisting that he can shoot faster than me, more accurately than me with his red dot, with me on my old Glock with iron sights. I'm like, dude, you're not going to outshoot me. I guarantee you're not going to outshoot me with your red dot versus my iron sights. So I'm going to have to go to the range one time with him, but he swears up and down that he can be quicker, faster, more accurate with a red dot than I can with irons. And maybe someday I will be. Maybe someday I'll get to that point where I can't see irons as good, and I'm going to need a red dot. But that's the next thing I'm going to be doing, which I'm going to be comparing red dots to iron sights. Old guy versus young guy.
And
We're going to see how that goes.
I've had the red dot though.
I've shot red dots, and I don't right now. I feel like I don't need it. I don't need it right now, but someday I'm sure I will. Someday.
I've had the red dot, and I went back to irons. I just really like my irons when I'm talking about, distance shooting. Even though I had the red dot, I really had fun with the red dot. But I noticed that with me, and I just don't know if it's just every person with a red dot, I just noticed that with me, that the longer you don't practice with it, don't get me wrong, every day I'm aiming, doing dry fire, stuff like that. But I just feel like I have to chase that dot. And I
remember
don't,
you said that. I remember you said that.
Don't like presenting the firearm, trying to find the dot, because I could literally see me doing that in a real situation. I could see me pushing out, and in a real situation, context depending, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even looking for no dot. I'm just punching that base out, pop, shoot. So I'm not finding no damn dot. Just like I'm not looking at no rear and front sights. It's all finger pop, natural extension, point shoot. And then
natural point of aim.
Natural, that's all I'm doing is natural point of aim. I'm just that red dot shit, and I've done that. I've been on the range, and I've beach, and I'm sitting here adjusting, trying to find. I'm like, fuck this. So I had them take the red dot, went back to my irons, and then I'm like, I'm back home. Now I could do red dot optics on a long gun, a PDR, whatever. I could do red dot on a Roni. I could do that because I could shoot with both eyes open, quick target threat acquisition. I could do that. It's no problem.
I've got red dots on both of my ARs, but I just don't like the idea of having that red dot on my pistols. I don't know why. I'm just too set in my ways, I guess, But
John,
maybe someday I'll have to.
John, you got a red dot, don't you?
Damn right I
do. He's been quiet. He's got a red dot. He's got a red dot.
I can run irons or red dot. I just prefer red dot.
Right. Are they co-witness? If the red dot goes out, can you still look through it?
Oh yeah, my sights are co-witnessed.
Okay.
My irons are co-witnessed.
Katie, I sent you the link. What's up, man? Oh, and here's the king of red dots, Marquise, because he about to go in. Katie, I sent you the link. What's up, man?
What we got?
He was talking about red dots. Jacob said he had a student that has a 365 XL and has a red dot on it, probably a Romeo 1. From SIG.
From SIG, yes.
Yeah.
From SIG.
Yeah. And what's the thing with red dots? Because like I said, with me and my experience, I had this happen where I grabbed my SIG 36, my SIG, and then I picked it up and I was looking for the dot, and it was dead.
Oh,
yes. And then so I had to go get a battery, and I always keep a Leatherman with me. And then I'm sitting here like, damn, if this shit could go out like this, hell no. I'm like, I don't like that. And then people have to understand is when you get the SIG 320X compact, which is what I have, they have 2 different slides. They have the slide where if you put the red dot on it, you got to take the rear sight off. And then they have the other slide where the rear sight still allows for the red dot so that you have your COVID, because trying to shoot with the red dot when it's out, whatever little configuration they have back there, trying to use that's it's weird. It's really, really weird. And weird is good. Don't get me wrong. Weird is good because that's how you're learning something new. When your brain is being challenged. So don't be afraid of weird. But I went back to my irons.
Well, and here's the thing too, and this is like I said this before on multiple shows whenever we talked about it, is that people go to the red dot as an end all be all. And I'm like, no. I used to think using a red dot was cheating until I had to learn how to use one. And when I learned how to use one, I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. The holster draw, your presentation, you figure out all the stuff that you really thought you were doing correctly. You find out you're doing absolutely wrong when you get a red dot. Yeah. And the problem is people give up hope on a red dot so damn fast because they're like, well, I'm fast with my irons. How long have you trained with irons?
Right. Yes.
If you put that much time in your irons as you did your red dot, guess what you wouldn't be bitching about? Yeah. You'd be bitching about the red dot. But here's the other thing about the red dot that people don't understand. If you're looking for the dot, your presentation is wrong. Also, present with the dot off. Present with the dot off, because now you're going to see where your natural point of aim really is. Because your natural point of aim, I'm giving y'all too much. That shit is cost in class.
No. We just talked about that. When you were off the air for a second, we were just talking about stuff like that. So
that's in my class. I'm not gonna give you all my damn secrets.
Okay, fair enough. You gotta take my Keeks' class. Yeah,
right. Shit, that's like I think that's only a 4-hour class, if that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because like I said, we go over those. That's the one thing that people never practice. Think about it. The average class does not teach you natural point of aim.
No.
Hell, not to be funny, a concealed carry class don't teach you natural point of aim. Want to know why? Take a wild guess why we don't teach it.
Because they don't know.
It takes time.
Yeah.
They don't know.
It takes time. It takes time to teach you natural point of aim. I'm gonna tell you like this: if I taught natural point of aim in my classes with concealed carry, that's guaranteed to be an 18 to 24-hour course. Because and Mike, you remember in my course, I had y'all do natural point of aim. I had y'all close your eyes.
Yes.
And draw the gun to see where you were at. Then I made you close your eyes, spin around, and find your natural point of aim, draw and shoot.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, natural point of aim is that's a fucking skill, dude. That's you gotta pay me money for that. I'm sorry. I was always told you're really good at something, you should get paid for it. That's why
I got $2.
And you know what? That's a good point, Marquis.
That's loose squares.
I have never taught a 16-hour class in 16 hours. Exactly. It always takes me 18 or 19 hours to get through 16 hours of shit. It always does because those little bitty hints and tips from things like that. They say most people don't know. They don't know this, but I'm going to tell you something, right, about natural point of aim or about whatever. If they don't know, you're not going to hear this anywhere else. And because of that, a 16-hour class takes me 18 or 19 hours to teach. Yeah. And I tell them that.
I mean, shit, look at this one simple concept.
I'll try to have you out.
Look, this one simple concept. When I don't know somebody, this is where I put my hands when I don't know somebody.
Right.
So then that way, if you decide to throw a punch, I got here, I got here, I got here, I got here, I got here. Because if I don't know you, I can get my hands up faster from here than I can from my sides.
Interview position. So it's always those little bitty things like that you can't teach a 16-hour class in 16 hours. It takes 18 or 19 and a half hours.
No, I would say this, Jacob. You can teach a 16-hour course in 16 hours or less if you don't care what your students go home with.
Well, yes, you're correct. Yeah, right.
Because the disadvantage is if you're a true instructor and give a damn, you have to feel comfortable letting this person leave your class and go apply for a license.
That's right.
And if you don't feel that level of comfort, it's like, dude, I'm sorry. Listen, I'll pass you if you come back and visit me for a couple of shooting lessons.
Yep.
Because if you got a hashtag clusterfuck, hey, listen, that hashtag is hard on life. You got to realize that once you sign your name, you're saying that this person did the Illinois prerequisites to get a concealed carry license. But really, when your name goes on that certificate, You're saying that I've given this person everything that I had within this small time frame, and I am assured and I'm okay with them applying.
Right.
I'm saying I have poured my heart and soul into their training, but it wasn't enough. I ran out of time. But they got the bare minimum to get their license, and I hope and pray that they come back and get some more training.
That's all you can do.
That's all.
That's all you can do. But my thing is suggest more training. Let them know more training stuff. Like I said, this year I'm going to be doing a lot more covert carry than concealed carry stuff than open carry stuff. I know, John. I caught myself, but it's just that literal thing that now, with me having better understandings of certain things when it comes to concealed carry, like, yeah, y'all ever heard of the don't shoot me sash?
Are you talking about that the little thing that goes across that says like security, police? Yes.
Did you know there's a civilian equivalent?
Yeah.
So the civilian equivalent is sold to civilians if they have a concealed carry.
Oh my God.
So I kid you not. So when it comes down to that, it's like, yo, what always happens in most concealed carry incidents in open areas? The concealed carrier, I hate to say it, God forgive me, there is a 85% chance you're going to get shot in an open area with other concealed carriers.
Yep.
But think about it, it happens with cops.
No.
That's the law enforcement side. Let me give you the one for civilians.
Okay.
Hey fellas, I'm gonna leave. I'm heading out. I gotta go.
Okay.
All right, we miss you.
Y'all have a great night. Good seeing everybody.
All right.
Y'all stay fair.
So go to armcitizenid.com.
Armed or armed?
Armed with a D. armedcitizenid.com.
Damn it.
Oh, maintenance mode is on? Shit. But this is what it looks like for the civilian version.
Hey, make Marquise bigger.
That's what she said.
Hello.
Trust me, I know.
Oh, that's okay.
So it's bright effing orange.
Do it again.
So that one.
Show it again real quick.
Oh,
show
I'm sorry.
It again real quick. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So the difference is with that one, it goes over the back and the front. So it looks like a collar.
Right.
So there's a back end that says armed citizen and a front end that says armed citizen.
I got you.
So guess what you don't have the potential to do if a cop walks up behind you after you just shot someone in self-defense or in an active shooter. So for you to get shot in the back wearing that, and the company vets each individual person.
Good.
So when it comes to the one for the civilian version, you have to give them your concealed carry for the state you're in.
Okay.
For the law enforcement one, you have to have either the credentials for law enforcement or whatever other security thing you're doing.
Right.
So for me, I got the one that's inside the waistband.
Okay.
So this one goes inside the waistband, and then you pull on this, and then you just put it over your shoulder.
What is that? The DSM one that I just showed?
Yeah, this is the DSM.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is the DSM that goes over.
I like that.
And like I said, it avoids that blue on blue.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
Better than nothing, because we can walk around with our badges in the air, but guess what?
You'll get
Cops
shot.
get shot with badges in the air too. Because what are they people looking at?
Right.
Nah, I want both hands on the gun. I don't want to walk around with a badge in my hand telling some, hey, I'm the good guy. I'm the good guy. I'm the good guy. Hey,
I carry an inflatable vest. It's like
I thought about that.
It's like water wings. Yeah. Okay, question before we head out, because I said it was going to be a short show tonight.
What?
Unless you got stuff to talk. Hey, unless you got stuff to talk about, I'll stay.
Hey, I was with one of your students, Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, she just took your concealed carry class.
Okay.
And she wanted to shoot the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield EZ.
Good deal.
Yes, she did a fabulous job. You know, she asked her questions that she needed to ask for her firearm, what she needed to get, and everything else. And she's like, yeah, the USCCA sent her a safe. I was like, what? They got safes at the USCCA? I'm jealous as hell.
I don't know if they sent her a safe.
No, they do. It's actually a Pelican case. You sign up online, and you can get the fucking Pelican case. The shit that we're getting from our reps ain't what they selling off the website.
I got a bone to pick.
I got a bone, a rib cage, a femur.
One of the guys from my last class, he got it. He did it too.
Wow.
He got a Pelican case with some other shit. Like it's some big ass kit.
Damn. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm straight
Now
jelly,
you're gonna make
bro.
me pull it up. Hold up, y'all go do your thing.
He gonna pull it up. I'm straight jelly up in here, bro, because I know we ain't got none of that, man. I'm still getting ammo boxes.
That's good. No, you're fine. You're good. Yeah,
bro.
Jacob, yeah, he said he just saw the time and wanted to tell his baby girl good night. No. Family definitely matters. Family definitely matters for sure. So no, Jacob, you're always a wonderful addition to the show. This is home for you, but you got to take care of that home too. So I am all for that for sure. Did you hear about the 3-year-old shooting?
I was just about to ask you, did y'all cover that already?
We did, but we can talk about it again. Go ahead.
Bruh. So on a serious note, we always talk about safe laws.
Yeah.
Especially around children, you know, making sure that you put your firearm away from out of reach or in a safe or whatever when it comes to your kids. Yeah. But unfortunately, my family was asking me about it, and they was like, well, we think it was the boyfriend who did it and blamed it on the 3-year-old. I said, nah. I said it probably was a 3-year-old because she probably had too many dudes coming over, drinking up his juicy juice.
Damn. Shit.
I mean, you know, baby mom. I'm just saying though, some of these baby moms be having the best mixed drinks. You know, you ever had a juicy juice and Ciroc?
Ooh,
it's like a wick on the beach.
But what kind of should that?
I'm not going to say nothing, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let that one go.
That's it. That's it.
I don't think you didn't want to call it, but most I think you called it, so we all good on that one. We gonna see what happens with that one.
That's it. Copyright strike. No. But I just it's weird because when you think about the whole thing, why is the little boy not hurt? Why is the little boy not hurt? I'm not saying he should be shot, but I'm talking about the force of that gun. Should that gun have hit him too?
Was it a 9mm 380?
His head.
That's what we don't know.
Well, I wouldn't imagine that kid being hurt because you ever saw the video of the woman who was on a Zoom call that got shot by her kid?
No.
Oh, dude. If you Google that, you'll find the video.
Was a kid 3-year-old?
I want to say it was a young one. It was a toddler, yeah. I'll say maybe 3 or 4.
I want to see the trajectory of that bullet entering the body. Yeah. And I'm not saying a 3-year-old can't absolutely do it. I'm just saying, what if there was a domestic that occurred inside the car and the kids being blamed?
Oh, this was in a car.
It was inside a car.
Oh, snap. I thought it was in the crib.
No, this was in a car in front of Food for Less in Dalton. So you think about it inside of a car.
Wait a minute. Now I'm going back to the boyfriend.
Us on here have probably shot without earplugs at least once. At least
once.
Hell
yeah.
So now you're talking about a 3-year-old, the percussion inside of that vehicle.
Right. I was about to say I've shot with no earplugs on, but I've never shot with no earplugs on in the vehicle.
Right.
Because I can imagine that type of migraine. Damn.
And then for the kid to be able to somehow manipulate the gun to the point where he was able
to pull the trigger,
shoot mom and pull the trigger without no hurt or harm coming to him, given the force of the recoil.
Was it a semi-auto or revolver?
Semi-auto.
Damn. LCP9?
We don't know.
Oh,
because if it was a smaller gun, you're going to get more felt recoil. So,
right, you'll get knocked on your butt a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how this 3-year-old did it. And then where were the highest concentrations of GSR? On the baby, on the dad, on the, that's.
But you know what? The question becomes, why was that reported like that too? Was it reported like that after they tested the baby's hands for GSR, or did they just go by a story? Because the media does have a habit of putting out the news first. Let me phrase that. Putting out info first before they put out news. Because we ain't gonna talk about that Ukraine stuff going on. We're gonna let that ride, but or gas prices. Because it's our fault. We should just go get electric cars.
I remember him saying that.
They said it again today.
Wow.
But I have to, you're right. I would have to see the trajectory. Are we talking through the seat? Are we talking straight up point of impact, point of hit? Because it's not point blank range, which a lot of people like to say, but point blank range is literally where your sights and your bullet cross in trajectory, not up close and personal. But that's here nor there. I don't want to explain that multiple times.
Right.
But I will have to see it, because in my mind, how did Tyler get the gun? Was the gun in the purse? What parent will leave? You know what?
It was his gun. It was his gun.
Stop playing.
So this is the beginning of that kit, valued at $155.
How did they get this kit though?
And then hold on.
How did they get that?
You would get this Pelican case as another added bonus.
For what? Just for signing up?
For one of the, I think it was a elite or whatever, or platinum.
I'm an elite. You know what?
But no, but that's the thing is it's not done in our classes. Because I talked to obviously my rep and was like, yo, because they were posting stuff, Facebook ads, you know what I mean, everything across the board. And I'm like, why aren't we handing that stuff out? He's like, we don't have the ability to hand that stuff out. That's an online promotion that they're doing.
They're still giving the plastic cans.
Right.
Yes, that's what I get. Yes.
What do you all talk about? What do you guys talk about?
The USCCA sign up package now.
You're still getting this. Don't get me wrong. I ask my students if they don't want this, they can gladly give this to me. I will take this.
Just 10 cents a day.
That's it.
So that's what they were doing. I don't know if they're still doing it now, because when you look at the site now it's a free range bag. But a week and a half ago, that kit was still live.
Free range they wear.
Yeah, a week and a half ago, that kit was still live.
He said, I got platinum. Might show what gun you.
It's on here now still for their kit.
Oh,
additional free bonus, new platinum and elite membership only, and then the number 2 is the Pelican vault.
You know what? I'm gonna cancel my subscription and go back in.
It say you got 3 hours and 29 minutes left.
Oh no, I ain't that desperate. Damn that. I don't want to ruin my track record, because technically I'm at 9 years with them.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, man.
Jasmine
said it.
Jasmine is the one who said Jasmine Marquise is here. She's the one who said she wanted your home protection plan. Yeah, I saw D'Angelo. I saw that you sent me a friend request. So I'll message you and we'll go there. Yeah, she said she called customer support and they sent her the kit. Jasmine not playing.
Jasmine's not playing, because she said that too. She's like, the USCCA sent it to me. And that's why I was like, bro, what's the new kit? I'm jealous.
Yeah. So I'm glad she reached out to you. How did she do? Did she get a chance to shoot the?
Yep. She shot it. She shot it, and she saw one of the ones she was thinking about purchasing without the thumb safety.
Yeah.
She did excellent with her shooting. No misses.
Yeah.
When I put her on I even put her on the 5 target.
Yeah.
And had her doing that. And she was missing small, but was grouping like you wouldn't believe.
I remember telling her, so Jasmine, I'm just going to talk about you positively for just a little bit. So I remember having her on the range, and y'all know I have them shoot 22s in the first time. We don't shoot 9s, you know. I got 9s, but yeah, 22s. So I don't know if she told you this, but I had her on the range, and you know, just getting over sometimes the sound of the gunfire. And so, you know, with older people, you know, sometimes it's that fear. It's righteous. It's new student plus all the media. That doesn't make shit better. That worsens it. You know, gun violence, gun violence, gun violence. And so I was just like, just calm down. You're doing great. Just have fun with it. Just calm down and just act like you're at an arcade. Just the goal is to hit in the center. And she did. Yeah, she did. I don't know if she showed you a target, but you know, she did very good. She did very good. And she got a 30 out of 30. And I'm not surprised that with you, she even fine-tuned that even more, because now the fear is gone. You got used to it. And so now you're ready to really have fun. So Jasmine,
we walked in on someone shooting 308.
Oh shit.
So she had maybe 3 jumps before she figured it out, calmed down, and then she was killing it.
Yes.
She was killing them. So she was killing the bullseye. She was tearing the bullseye up. She was straight murking the bullseye.
Right.
Then I had her go for the 7 at the top.
Yep.
Then I had to do some headshots.
Yeah.
And then I had to go for the 8 at the bottom for the pelvic girdle.
Good deal.
And it was explained to her, hey, if you hit this area, this is the effect and all that good stuff. So she tore that target up, and I was like, okay, when she was doing too well, I'm like, let me put you on a 5 target and have you slow down on that trigger pull. And she was killing it. She was able to group.
And I'm sure she was able to feel the trigger reset and everything. Jasmine, you keep going. You got to keep going, because you know you're going to be. And she had a lot of questions, and that's one of the reasons why. And Katie and I was talking about this too. I know I'm going to end up picking. We're going to end up picking, and anybody else want to come in, you're more than welcome, even if you're doing your own thing. I would really want to have it be a 24-hour class, starting Friday and ending Sunday, because. And that may prove difficult in certain spaces, but I want to attempt it.
And the only reason why I wouldn't do it for me is because I have 8-hour courses they can take after concealed carry.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I wouldn't do it for 24 hours straight. Because I'm like, yeah, you can do that for 16 hours. You want to get tired of me for 2 days, take a break, and then come back and come kick it with me. Where, like, for example, when I do the covert carry stuff,
right.
We're gonna be reduced. I'm gonna do everything with 3 mags,
right?
Because I'm trying to have you with your real kit. I don't want nobody. I don't want anyone with no damn gear belts. I don't want no rigger belts. I don't want none of that. Right. I want your concealed carry setup,
right?
With a minimum.
What if my rigger belt is my everyday belt?
Okay, you know what I meant, fucker.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. When you come out there and you have the tacos on and you got the racer belt with the 1,000 mags on it.
But no, I get what you're saying. Like me, obviously my everyday carries, I got my concealed carry jeans. You know what I mean? I have the Condor ones, I have 511 ones, I have Victos. You know what I mean? And that's my everyday jeans.
Yeah.
Most people don't even know they exist.
Gloria Vanderbilt concealed carry jeans.
He said Vanderbilt. Gloria Vanderbilt, really, bro? I got on them Levi's, baby. What's going on?
But that's essentially the same thing we do in our Guardian Tactics classes. You know what I mean? It's literally you come out as you do every single day. You know what I mean? If you're using Neo Mag as the hold your extra mag, you know what I mean? Again, I tell them I preferably come out with 3 magazines. But if you don't normally carry 3 magazines, then I'm not going to press you on. Now, are you going to have some troubles running some of the drills? Yep, you sure are.
Ooh,
yeah. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. You're going to have problems running some of those drills. So you might want to come out with the ability to carry 3 mags, because I'm going to show you why you need 3 mags.
But you know what? Tell them bring 3 mag. Just tell them bring 3 mags and tell them run what they normally carry. Let them.
Oh, and that's what I tell them all the time. You know what I mean? But some people, they're like, I'm already paid for this. Again, in like my level 1 and 2 class, if you come out and take both of them, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna shoot 700 rounds.
Hell yeah! I like it when they come. I like it when they come out with their Glock 43 with 2 6-round mags, and he
You know what I mean?
And I'm like, hurry the fuck up. You need to hurry up right now. Hurry up right now. We're freaking waiting on you. Oh my God.
So like I said, it's one of those that, like, again, if they can't, I guess, afford a couple extra mags, okay, then come out with what the fuck you got, but be prepared to be able to not complete some of the drills.
Mm-hmm. Because ain't nobody gonna be, because you're gonna put no rounds in your pocket talking about some timeout. Hold up.
Yeah, because I mean, like, once you get into level 2 and we're running cover concealment, some of those drills you're starting at the target, working your way back, shooting this as you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I show you transitioning from cover, you know what I mean? One cover to another. Again, you're shooting while moving. So by the time you're done with that string, you've already ran through 30 rounds.
Yep. So like what I'm planning on doing for mine is covert pistol, covert SBR PDW, and then covert for both. Because now you're gonna understand what it's like to have that backpack gun while you're still concealed carry with your pistol.
Yeah.
And now you got to start thinking, if I have a sling on this weapon, how am I going to sling this weapon if I'm appendix? How am I going to sling this weapon if I'm 3 o'clock? And the only thing that I ain't going to lie to you, the only anxiety I have right now is anyone who carries SOB. And for those of you who don't know, small of back.
Yeah.
That's the only one I'm concerned with, because that's the person I got to put all the way on the end of the line, and I have to monitor every movement they make.
Oh, absolutely. And it's going to depend on which hand they are, which end of the line you put them on.
Oh, my God, bruh. And I'm just thinking about the reholster. I ain't even thinking about drawing yet. I'm just thinking about the holstering.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, you might have to strip that belt off and that holster to put it back on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, and I'm sorry, I meant to say this.
Go ahead.
We have the instructor course April 2nd and 3rd in Matson. If you are truly interested in becoming an instructor because you are passionate about teaching and helping people, hit me up. I have no qualms. If you're looking for this to supplement your income, don't come to me. Because if I smell it on you, I have no problem giving your money back and letting you go somewhere else. I just don't believe in teaching people who aren't true to really helping people and just looking to make an extra buck. So I apologize. I'm an asshole and I can choose who I want to teach. So
taxes, lashes,
man,
injections, and classes.
Right.
And
so what's going on? I'm gonna twerk for this. I'm gonna go ahead and twerk for the certificate. Well,
esthetician, vag waxes, taxes, lashes, and classes.
You know, I mean, some of y'all got your income tax. You know, you got the money to come train.
Yeah. Yes. So please, definitely see. And here's this. I just learned that you have to teach a class of 20 students, or you got to do a 1 hour refresher to maintain your instructor cert with USCCA.
Right. So you have a whole year to teach 20 students.
Yeah, which is in Chicago, nothing.
It's simple.
That's easy.
And technically,
or you can be like the NRA and just go online and just renew your card.
Thanks for reminding me. Mine is about to expire in April. Thank you for that.
Mine expired last April.
Yeah.
Stop it. Real?
Yeah.
Oh,
same.
yeah. But I just went online and renewed it.
Right. I'm about to say it's only like $30. So.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could be like the NRA and just go online and sign in and say, okay, renew card, $30. Oh, I'm good to go.
Yeah. NRA is the best. Now, here we go. What about the NRA law enforcement instructor?
Yes.
Now, you got to go back through the whole course to research. Go ahead.
Well, no. You only got to do 24 hours of training.
But that's still 24 hours.
I'm talking about that's 24 hours in 3 years. You know
but
that,
that's
right?
Still 24 hours.
That's 3 8-hour courses.
I know. But hold on.
You got what's 365 times 3?
We know that. I'm a CPS student. I'm not doing any math. What I'm saying is, okay. What I'm saying is, right? Fuck.
And matter of fact, they did it to us too for private detective and security.
Yeah.
We're not required to do that now to renew our license. We have to prove that we've done 24 hours of training. And I thought that was hilarious, but it has to be related to what you do. And I was like, well, my covert carry class was 3 days. Done.
Man, the ILETA conference class.
I'm sad I missed it.
Man, yeah. Chief Smith is down there. Brian Smith of Metropolitan Police Self-Defense Institute. He's down there. I'm like, damn, I could have drove to St. Louis.
Shit, I would have hitched a ride. But
yeah.
see, and that's the thing because I was already gone for like a week for Colorado. I was like, I can't imagine being home for a week and leaving right back out.
I got
to be gone again. Huh?
I got too much other shit going on.
Yeah. Then I'm like, I gotta be. Then when I come back, I think I'm going again in April, May, or May, June. I'm going again.
Yeah.
And then I'm going again in October. So like, yeah, I'm like,
so y'all going to Guardian Conference?
What's the Guardians Conference?
September.
OKC.
In September.
If they have, how much is it?
This time I'm flying. I'm not driving that
right now. If you sign up early, I think it's like $500 for 3 days.
I'm guessing like room and board is not included.
No, you stay at the local hotel.
But they do have some good local hotels. There's a suburb next to OKC.
It's Edmond.
Yeah, and it's like right by that main casino.
Is it?
Yeah. So you would stay in Edmond because the Oklahoma City Gun Club is about 15 minutes from Edmond.
Yeah.
I'll see because there's a martial art conference I go to every year out in Seattle during Memorial Weekend.
Well, that's in May.
Okay, what's the one that's Labor Day?
Okay, so this is September 16th through the 18th. Memorial Day is I believe the first Monday in September.
Shit. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, I'll just see what the flights are like and stuff like that.
Because as of right now, like I'm doing, so that week I'm gonna have a very long week. So I'm driving to OKC on the 15th.
Ooh, shit.
Train the 16th through the 18th. Drive home on my birthday, the 19th.
Oh, yes, drive.
Then I'm technically supposed to drive to Indiana for Langdon Tactical. Their 2-day course.
Okay, since we got students on, have y'all seen the new leather line from Safariland called Bianchi Leather? And they, pull up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Safariland has stepped their leather game up. Students, if you're listening to this, they have inside and outside the waistband leather that holds its shape, is comfortable to wear, and it comes from multiple manufacturers.
Oh, this is definitely new. Oh, yeah. This is definitely new.
I seen them at
their outside the waistband has a release.
Yeah, I seen them at SHOT Show.
This is definitely new.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately,
I got to bounce.
Oh.
Yep. I got to bounce.
Yeah. Same
miss
here.
You.
So I will talk to y'all later, students or listeners. Go to guardian-concepts.com. You can obviously see the courses we have going on, the schedules that we have going on. You can sign up right on the website. If you got questions, obviously message me directly, shoot me an email, whatever the case may be. We got a lot of awesome stuff coming up. Hopefully you guys take advantage of it. I mean, everyone up here for the most part is trying to give you guys opportunities. It's up to you guys to capitalize on them. I know, and I'll say it is what it is. We hear a lot of excuses of why people aren't training. Again, you better have your life insurance in order because you're going to end up being dead. So, or have your family, make sure that you're coming from a family with money so that way they can cover your funeral costs. Because the excuses are getting really old nowadays of why I can't train. And it sounds bad, but that's how people fail. You know what I mean? If I looked at my businesses and said I can't do this because of this, how's my business ever going to proceed to get successful?
Yeah.
So it's on y'all. All of us up here providing opportunities. It's on you guys to capitalize on them. We hope and pray you guys do. And that's from the bottom of my heart. And I'm sure it's from the bottom majority of everyone's hearts.
Yes.
That's up here. So hopefully you guys start taking advantage of that stuff that we have going on.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to sign off for the night. It was great, y'all. And you guys all have a wonderful evening.
All right, buddy.
Yes,
Take care. Be safe.
But no, William, they actually have many manufacturers. And I was actually very surprised. Like, here's the thing. They don't have my gun for that holster. So I'm a little bit upset with life about that, but I'm going to get over it one day when I become an adult.
Silly.
Because I really wanted one of those holsters. I'm like, come on, man.
Dude, Bianchi is old school, bro.
Bro, but you see they stepped their game up.
Yeah, they've
like I said, you have leather retention holsters now.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
Dude, you remember the magazines we used to get? Like, what was that? Gauze. You remember Gauze? How old do you have to be to remember Gauze? All right, Love Destiny.
I think I'm still getting emails from them.
Yeah,
I
get emails from them all the time.
What's the one from Indy? Is that still the one from Indiana that had the used guns and stuff too?
Yeah.
Is that Gauze still?
No, that I don't know if that's
now we use guns.
Yeah, I get one. Oh my God, what's that company? They send me emails all the time about used guns from because you know how departments dump pistols.
Yeah.
I get a lot of those emails like, yo, we got a whole bunch of these 40 cal Glocks that we need to get rid of. Like, shit, that's the reason why they brought them to you.
Yeah,
because nobody want them shits.
Somebody asked about algorithm. I don't know where you got that from. The algorithm.
Right.
There's another channel that says it makes fun of the algorithm. What do you guys think about Masad Ayub? He's one of the best that teaches philosophical on the law side of carrying. Masad Ayub is very relevant and very old school, but I remember going to ILETA conference and then taking a picture with him. Going to his use of force course, man, yeah, Masad is the shit. He's got that. You have to understand that his voice is very unique. I have not heard anyone talk like him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think, what's the other gentleman? He's very soft-spoken. Was it Farnham?
I think he was there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so we probably was there the same year.
Could have been. I was there 2017.
It might have been No.
Yeah, Masad was there. I don't know if he was there in any other years, but I know he was there when I was there. And matter of fact, here are the notes.
I forget what year I was there, but I took a picture with him, with John and Vicky Farnham.
Yeah, they were both there. They were both there.
And I sat in the oh my God, I think it was a use of force panel.
Yes, we were there at the same class. This is it. Deadly force panel discussion.
Stop it.
Yeah, we were there, dude.
We probably was there at the same damn time.
Yeah.
Oh and my God.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it was in that room. He was talking about the Parkland shooting. He was talking about systemic failure in law enforcement. They were talking about what was it? Rachel Fretz. And then cowardice.
It was 2017.
Cowardice versus policy versus action. I took a lot of notes. And then Chris Serino was there too. Blind obedience culture. You're on your own. Average rapid mass murder event lasts 6 minutes. So there was a lot of notes that he talked about the Maylock mask. So it was a lot of shit. Here we go. This is 2017, and we still keep our notes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people are like, oh my God. Yeah, I get people that come to my class and they throw their shit away. Like, keep your stuff. You just don't know when you have to call on it. I took the HFRG, which is, what's the other one? PPCT, threat pattern recognition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even trainers train, y'all.
Yeah. And that was the whole thing, is that I didn't go to Alita this year because of the Colorado trip being so close.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I think I'm going to definitely make I'm thinking I'm gonna definitely go next year. I hope this COVID shit.
For me, it just depends. If I go to SHOT Show,
Yeah.
there's a 50-50 chance I'll go to Alita.
Okay.
Because that's Vegas.
I've never been to SHOT Show.
Oh, bro. Oh, it's on. Yep. So that's my whole thing is that you gotta try to prioritize home as much as possible.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You gotta prioritize home, especially all you concealed carriers. You gotta prioritize home. You know, you need to get out there and train and stuff like that. But just remember, it's nice to come home and have someone to come home to after you done shot all damn day at the range.
Yes. All right, we're gonna bug out. KD, that's it. Y'all finish making. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Just look at that. What I sent you in your inbox messenger.
Damn. Let me see.
You did.
When did you send it?
Today.
Probably.
Hey, Mike, when I sent it to you, Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Oh, are you talking about the interrogation thing?
The 1 hour and 57-minute thing?
Dude, that was awesome. I watched the whole thing with the Marquise. Not
Markeith.
Markeith. Not Marquise.
Markeith.
Marquise.
Yes, that. Did you watch that?
Yes, I watched the whole thing. We talked about that.
Yeah, me and you talked about it. I'm talking about Marquise.
Oh, Marquise. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Marquise watched the Markeith
right
interrogation. But you know what? The guy explaining the interrogation, after a while, he started to get on my nerve because he was over explaining.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that if you don't know what he's talking about, for him to go through that much explanation. But after a while, I was like, yes, we know about the Reed method. We know about the peace method. You know, we're tracking. But if you ever want to see a textbook definition of shut the hell up and get a lawyer,
that's it.
Watch it. I swear to God. If you can share that link, I think it's a Facebook link. Share that link, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mike found it on YouTube.
Oh, you found it on YouTube?
Why don't we do that next Wednesday?
Go through it all the way.
We can make that a next because it's long enough to make it.
It is. It was 1 hour and 57 minutes.
Yeah.
That, man, I think it was excellent. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I seen it, I thought about you guys immediately. And actually, within like the first 20 minutes, I sent it to you guys. And then I went back and started watching it. I'm talking about when I sent it to you guys. I went back and I started watching it. Then when I got on the road, I put it through the truck. And I'm just listening to it as I'm on my way up in Michigan. I'm like, man.
Wait, you sent that to me too?
Yes. That's why I just asked you. Did you check your inbox?
So if you did, I truly apologize because I watched it on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll send you the YouTube link.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna feel salty as hell if you sent that to me and I ignored it, man. Hold up. KD sent an attachment.
I'm gonna send you the YouTube link.
Yeah. See, I be thinking about you guys, man.
And I bumped into that today and watched it, but I didn't know you sent that link.
I sent that on Monday.
D'Angelo,
Monday, because I got on the road on Tuesday. Well, I delivered on Tuesday, so yeah,
bruh.
I loved it.
Matter of fact, I'm to the point that I feel like this. I feel like if you share the link and let everyone watch it, and we can have a full discussion, including the students, on what they think of that interrogation. But I'm gonna tell you like this: not the first 10 minutes of the video.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes of the interrogation. I'm going to tell you like this. If you don't understand, you have the right to remain silent.
Ooh, boy.
Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you.
Yes.
Do you understand the rights I just read you? If you don't understand that shit, I'm advising you to cut your own damn tongue out because you're going to talk yourself into jail.
Nobody vomits more than a person who feels they are right and they are a victim.
Boy. Boy. And it's the thing, though, and it be the innocent people that run their mouth.
Yep.
And no, it be the motherfuckers that think that they know the law. The ones that got their bar exam at the local pub. Those
Or
are the
Facebook.
ones that really go up in there. They go up in there and just, I'm talking about, because he knew what he was saying. He was able to articulate what he was saying. If you think about the terminology that he was using, I'm
At which moment? At which moment are we talking?
I'm talking about doing an interrogation.
So that's what I'm saying. Which moment of the interrogation do you think he was coherent to say what he was saying? Because here's the thing. They re-Mirandarized. They didn't re-Mirandarize him after he asked for an attorney.
Right.
So the thing is this. I feel that the level of ass whooping he received did affect his cognitive.
But see, he was verbally, he was still saying the right stuff in a sense.
Bro, he sounded like a drunk uncle smoking cools.
Yeah, he did because shit. They gave him a boo party, bro. They gave him a real boo party.
Man, that
he had a leather, steel, and rubber party before he got there.
Now, and just in case, because people are watching this, if I'm laughing and I'm having humor with this, I want you to understand something. This man killed a pregnant woman over an argument.
Shot her brother.
If you no, I really don't care about the brother. You killed a pregnant woman. So if you see me,
freeze up
right now. If you see me,
Marquise, what happened, bro?
He's stuck. He's stuck in his feelings right now. He can't get out. Oh, you just gonna bust jokes on you. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, Marquise, damn it.
Hey, there you go. Hey, welcome back.
You was in here like this.
Was that just me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were stuck like.
He was like,
boy, no, I stopped because I was like, oh shit, did I just get his feed cut?
No. I'm watching it right now. We're still good.
Boy, I got scared as hell. I'm like, damn, I laughed at a dude.
Hey, as much stuff as I do. Hey, we got Rumble. We're still streaming on Rumble, so go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. But I'm only laughing because I'm sorry. Whenever you kill a pregnant woman, I'm sorry. If you get the boots put on you, the elbows, the knees, the headbutts, hey, bruh, that's karma. You ought to be happy that's all you got.
But there was,
well, he did lose an eye.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't know when it. Yeah, he was. Wait.
He had surgery. He had surgery and he lost his eye. He don't have an eye no more.
Damn. Because his eye was like this big on the interview.
Yeah.
Like his eye was hugified.
But
yeah,
if you watch the interrogation, and we could end on this, if you watch the interrogation, he did say some things that were true about law enforcement. Lieutenant Clayton should still be alive. He said it. If she would have waited for backup and just
let me go ahead and leave.
And wait for backup, she would have still been alive. And it's like, this is a triggering statement to people in law enforcement. And that's one of the reasons why they keep suffering the same fates, because they don't want to understand that yes, there is a thing called tombstone courage. Lieutenant Clayton should still be alive today if she did not allow the bystander who was a cousin of the person that Markeith dated, right? Sometimes what happens is you'll have a person who'll come up to you, hey, I need you. Oh my God, I need you. And then they will excite the police officer to not think and then jump into action.
Yep, it creates a sense of exigency.
Yes, instead of, okay, ma'am, calm down.
She gassed her up.
Yeah,
she gassed her all the way up.
Absolutely, calm down, ma'am. Calm down. 645. Send me a couple units over this way. I think we got our subject we're looking for, Markeith, whatever his last name was. He's a male black, dressed in such and such and such and such. I'm in a position of cover. He's driving a such and such. And if you want to get in your car and slowly trail
and provide reconnaissance.
Yes, but when she went up with her gun, and that's the thing, we say concealed carriers put confidence in this. Cops put confidence in this shit too, thinking that I'm going to point the gun, thinking that you don't want to die.
Or you're going to comply.
Or that, yeah, you're going to comply. Or that you're afraid of this gun. So because I value life, that means you value life. Because I was told in the academy that persons must obey the law, that when I, the law enforcement officer, am pointing the firearm with you or at you, that you, must comply and will comply. You don't plan for shit when it's good. You plan for when it's bad. And the thing is,
and you know what? I think one of my instructors in the academy, because he asked me, he said, what do you do if they don't comply? He said, now what? That's what he's always asked, now what? And I'm like, well, now what? What do you mean, now what? He said, what do you do next if they don't comply? And that right there is what a lot of people don't understand, especially with security officers, law enforcement. I gave you a lawful order. Yeah, you may have gave a lawful order to an unlawful citizen that don't give a shit about a law. So now what? What's your next move? You know, it's one of those. It's like a chess match. Yeah, you pushed your pawn out there. I took your pawn and I got you in check.
Right.
What's your next move?
Right. And the thing is, you didn't even think 3 steps ahead of your next move. That's why you got.
Yep.
And the thing is that how many more funerals do people have to go to? Just like when I was criticizing that armored car driver on the 8300 block of Holland in Chicago, the Bank of America, ICE, but the armored car situation. I sat there and told my class, I don't have any sympathy for her. That's what's supposed to happen. You are literally driving around with a tank full of money, which is the literal come rob me, come get me.
In a broke neighborhood.
In the
hood.
And you didn't drop the bag.
Yes.
Because there was a struggle for the bag.
And that goes back to that training that you did up in Wisconsin, Mike. That I've mirrored. Drop the bag, drop the cup, move, shoot.
That was Marquis's class. Yes.
Man, I thank you, Marquis, for that, because I have studied that, and I'm like, and now with my class, I give them a cup, a bag, a purse, a garbage, especially women, your purse, your diaper bag, your Garrett's popcorn, all that stuff.
I don't know about Garrett's. I don't know about Garrett. Hold on. Are we talking downtown Garrett's or 87 Garrett's?
87 Garrett's is still good too, though. I don't know.
Nah, brother. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
I
It's not
get
the
it,
same.
but
Okay, so bet. Are we talking 87 Garrett's at 10 a.m. or 4 p.m.?
10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Then yes, I'm not dropping that bag.
Right.
You might get this heat. You might get this heat and me holding the bag.
One
I'm
handed.
so sorry.
You gonna get that one hand?
Hey, bruh.
But see,
I'm
like
sorry.
a lot of people don't really understand that concept. Like my cousins, my wife, and my sister, when I gave them their class, they finally understood why I basically stress out my left hand, my left arm. Everything, all my grocery bags in my left.
Yeah.
Everything is in my left. And they like, why? When I walk with them, you're going to be on the left. If it's a situation where you have to be on the right, I'm very uncomfortable. I want my right arm, my right side as free as possible.
Yep.
And now they're starting to understand the concept. Oh, that's why. Everything is in my left. I learned how to work my phone on my left with my left. If you don't learn how to change and adapt to your situations and adapt to the world you live in, trust me, you're gonna become extinct.
Yep.
Even dinosaurs adapted.
Hell, your wallet should be on the opposite side of where your gun is, so you never have the accidental revealing your gun going for your wallet.
Look, even the Ninja Turtles
I carry appendix, but yeah.
Oh, still, I still have everything on the opposite side. Or think of it this way: look for videos or pictures of Secret Service with stuff in their hands.
You won't find it. Yeah, you won't find it.
But you know what? But that's pretty much on duty. But I'm talking about off duty. You like when you out at the grocery store or something like that, when you have to pick up grocery bags and this, that, and other.
I gotta pick up shit. I take a cart.
Everything.
I take a cart. I cart that shit, brother.
How do we get into your car?
Oh, one bag at a time. Or I just grab the whole cart and dump it in there.
Oh my God! There we go. And I guess you just pull up to the house and just shake the car into the house like fucking.
I ain't worried about the crib. I ain't worried about the crib. Trust and believe. I ain't worried about the crib. Because you know why? We're men. What are we gonna do? We're gonna try to carry all the bags in one hand. We're gonna make it in one trip.
Yeah.
Or what I have, and you might think this is goofy. I kid you not. I have a carabiner that I put all the bags on. And I hold the carabiner so my right hand is never occupied.
It's not goofy. I got it too. Yeah.
See, so again, we hard head. I'm gonna tell you like this: when you was a kid, do you remember your hands turning purple?
Yeah.
It was like they just made cooler shit when we became adults because we could buy it ourselves.
Yeah.
Or I hate to say it, as a person who hates grocery shopping, I order everything and I have it delivered.
Instacart, Amazon, yes. Yep.
My wife would tell you, I shop. If you ever want to piss me off, make me go shopping. Like I'm a scud missile shopper. If it's on a list, I grab everything on a list and I'm out. There is no deviating. There's no, ooh, look at this. I'm not that person. Now, if my wife gives me heads up and she says, well, I want to go look at stuff, I am mentally preparing to walk around a store for many hours.
For a long time. Yep.
For a long time.
I'm sorry. When I go up to Michigan, dude.
Ooh.
I go up there every week and I go in Walmart and I go immediately. The first aisle I go down is the clearance aisle. And I go and I walk to the other clearance part. And I go to the other clearance part. And I walk around that store for about a good hour every morning. And dude, the trinkets that I come up out of there with, oh my gosh.
I believe you, but I can't do it. My anxiety would kick in. Oh my God. Like almost every bad thing happens at a Walmart. That's why I'm like, I can't even go to Walmart. I'll order it.
But you know what though? Up there, dude, literally at that time of morning, it's maybe 10 customers in there, if that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the only thing that looks like me shits in the woods up there. I'm just saying. So it's one of those.
I ain't said a word on that one. Hey, on that note, listen. So everybody have a great night. KD has totally gonna get us shut down for that comment. And
how?
No, that's right. We
I
on
didn't
Rumble.
say anything wrong.
That's true. We on Rumble, so there's no. Yeah, so that's good on that because. Yeah, that's just he said the only thing look like me shits in the woods.
Shits in the woods.
Like that.
Right,
hey, I told.
But does he wipe his ass with the bunny?
I don't know. I try not to meet him.
I'm just saying though,
try not to be around that long.
So usually that's when the bear asks the bunny, "Does poo sticks to your fur?" And the bunny says no, and the bear wipes his ass with the bunny.
Oh God, that's it. All right, y'all. It's been a great show. We're definitely gonna play that next week, so we can go over it. Yeah, we definitely gotta talk about that. But until then, y'all say your finals, and then we out of here. With this good old introduction.
All right, so Marquise Morano with P6 Firearms Training and Education. We do the concealed carry classes, advanced courses, blade work. We're supposed to be doing a blade class towards the 3rd or the 4th week of April on a Friday night is what I'm trying to aim at. We're doing the instructor course for those of you who are interested in becoming concealed carry instructors, depending on your state. We're doing that April 2nd and 3rd in Matson. Again, you can hit me up for details. I'm pretty sure something's scrolling across on the ticker. If not, you can go to P6 Firearms Training Education on Facebook or call that number that's about to scroll across at the bottom.
That's it. Right there. P6firearmtraining.com. 708-762-9216. 708-762-9216. We'll be right back after this with more Preparation H on the ones. I'm just playing. Go ahead, Katie.
Hey, Katie, I will actually be teaming up with Family in Arms Gun Club coming up. He sent me the date. I don't know exactly what date it is, but he sent me the date. He's probably watching right now. He's probably going to be pissed, but I got you, Henry. Real good dude, Henry. He's somewhat of a protege. I'm liking the way he's going. He's grasping a lot. So he's actually got a class coming up real soon. I will post it the next time. Me. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get him out and get him in on. He's actually a fireman, so his schedule is that up and down stuff. So
yeah, like
real good brother. Eager. Yeah, eager to learn, and he actually grasps the concept. One thing I like about him is, while I'm teaching class, he had his notebook out, just like he was one of the students.
Well, they do have all the hoes, so that's
Yeah, I'm gonna leave on that note. Today has been one of those days. Y'all gotta excuse us. Today has been definitely one of those days.
Yeah. All right, you
Rare form Thursday, Wednesday.
That's it. MikeBrown'sClass.com.
Today is Wednesday, isn't it?
You already know. Yeah. All right, y'all. We will see you next Thursday. Next Wednesday. Oh shit. Next Wednesday.
So that's the other thing too. I'm also doing another developing a personal and home protection plan tomorrow night. And I when you said it was Wednesday, I'm like, damn, I do teach tomorrow night. Yeah, hit me up.
What time are you doing that?
That one's at 1800 Central Standard Time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll be at night land. So I get on the road.
What's that like? I don't even know.
Like, about to find out in a minute, though. About to find out in a minute. All right, you all be safe. See you next Wednesday. Peace. Going on there.
What the hell?
Going on there? This Chicago Precision Service Survival. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Friends here. Y'all.
Because you have to understand that self-defense is a serious business. We do concealed carry courses, advanced courses. Make a difference.
One of the tactics that would increase or decrease
in the two-way community.
All right, y'all introduce this thing.
Let's just kick. Give him 100.
Johnny
You already know what it is. We do the
I saw that, and I mean, I've done my share. I'm about to put yours up here too. Wow, look at that sweat. My comment is,
I want.
hey, you'll be back. Hey.
But no, so